Nigeria should be renegotiated. President of Nigeria, Mohammed Buhari, returned recently to the grating fiction of a mythical Nigerian unity that is not negotiable, arising partly from ignorance, partly from arrogance, and driven essentially by sectional interest. He now leads a narrowing column of elites desperate to maintain the unjust national contraption that continues to deliver poverty, insecurity, and frustration in the midst of plenty. In reality, however, Nigeria is negotiable and should be restructured soonest or risk inevitable implosion. As it has become his sing-song, Buhari boasted in a speech delivered on his behalf at the 22nd Foundation Day and Convocation of the University of Ibadan. The corporate existence of Nigeria is not negotiable. Hence, efforts should be made to protect our dear country as a single entity. He added that all divisions, conflicts, and violent clashes should be condemned without offering any concrete plan of how to end this. It bears repeating that there is no political union in the world, nor has there ever been one that is not negotiable. Second, unity cannot be legislated, forced, or preached into existence, while the underlying causes of disunity are completely ignored. Unity without verity, said John Trapp, an English philosopher, is no better than conspiracy. The country's current political structure, as embodied in the 1999 Constitution, is a sectional and elite conspiracy and must be dismantled. Nigeria's three major ethnic groups and about 250 other ethnic groups are not united and have never been because of the present and past pretensions of power holders, describing it as a mere geographical expression. The late Obafemi Awolowo said over 70 years ago, there is not a nation in the same way that Germans or English are, but a natural federation of diverse nationalities that can prosper only when properly organized as such. Indeed, the country was not amalgamated for unity, but for Britain's economic convenience, but the gradual movement to federal principle in the early 1950s that saw the defunct regions having considerable autonomy ran subnational political and economic entities arrested that the rapid building of roads in the eastern region is still remarked today. The northern region was famed for its granite pyramids. Granite was Nigeria's single most valuable export between 1956 and 1967, according to the International Crops Research Institute. The western region set the pace in education, industrialization, and infrastructure, building a civil service acclaimed to be comparable to the United Kingdom's. Today, the country is worse than the Lugadian contraption in 1914 as it is not structured for justice, social cohesion, and economic growth. Britannica rightly says the political principles that animate federal system emphasize the primacy of bargaining and negotiating coordination among several power centers. They stress the virtues of dispersed power centers as a means for safeguarding individual and local liberties. Lack of autonomy has reduced the 36 states to beggarly liabilities, created 774 skilled and resource-draining local governments, and nurtured a monstrous center that appropriates most resources. The results are terrible. The government has lost control of parts of the country to bandits and Boko people insurgents. It is arguably the only country in the world not at war where soldiers are keeping the peace in 33 out of its 36 states. Figures by Amnesty International that 1,126 persons were killed and 380 others abducted by bandits from January to June are regarded as understated. In many northern states, even the governors cannot travel safely on the highways. Insurgents and bandits ambush, kill and abduct police officers and soldiers. Apart from hosting three of the world's five most deadly Boko people groups, Boko people, ISWAPs, and Fulani militants, insecurity in the form of kidnapping, armed robbery, cults, and gang violence, piracy, rape, and drug abuse has created food insecurity and 2.5 million refugees, over 200,000 of whom are taking refuge in neighboring countries. Thank you for listening to this news. My viewers, after all said and done, the whole thing still centers on restructuring. It is only restructuring that can save this country from the situation that this country is on now. The country is sitting on insecurity problem, poor economy, and unemployment, and many more. And for these situations to get a solution, they all need a restructuring. There is need for restructuring. Restructuring will help save the country from all of these problems and renew the country and give the country a new look and a new style of life. You understand? But I still wonder and still get worried why the administration is refusing restructuring. I think your comments and contribution will go a long way. Please, my viewers, deem it fit to leave your own comment below the comment box. Click on the subscription buttons as well as bell buttons to get updated whenever we upload any new videos. Thank you.